everybody. Papa Gord here, wanting to maybe rant. So hopefully you're willing to want to listen to me rant for a few minutes. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this promotion that EB Games here in Canada has on Fridays called $5 Fridays, where they just clear out a whole bunch of extra crap that's been laying around the store for probably months. Like board games, backpacks, t-shirts, hats, video games, Funko Pops, you name it. Usually you'll see some sort of an assortment every single Friday. They've even cleared out some Marvel Legends and Star Wars The Black Series figures, which is really good for me. Anyways, so last Friday they blew out the Star Wars Black Series for $5 a figure. I picked up 7. A few to troop build with some range troopers. A few friends were missing a couple, so we did a couple swaps. And I stuck a few aside for hopefully a future giveaway if the channel seems to do okay. This past Friday, they were doing Monopoly games. So they had a Call of Duty one, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Riverdale. So no interest in Riverdale. Call of Duty, why not? And Nightmare Before Christmas, sure. And for $5, if we decide not to use them, then we'll donate them. Really, $5. But I like to sit around on my downtime, on my breaks at work, and go over buy and sell sites like Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, those type of sites to see if there's any Black Series figures that I don't have for my collection already. And lo and behold, what do we see on there from those awesome people that we've all had to deal with probably a few times, but the flipper, the scalper, the douchebag. I'm going to keep this PG because my kids have friends that had watched the channel for the couple of videos that we have so far. So you get these guys that go in, they'll buy up the entire stock for $5 each. And yes, EB sells the games for $50 and for $5 on sale. Fantastic deal. But then to see them on the buy and sell sites for just crazy amounts of money, literally half an hour after the store opens up. And then what happens? They don't sell the stuff, and then eventually, say a month from now, they end up taking it back to the store, gives them the inventory back. So if there was something that I really wanted and I missed out on it, then I'm going to have to either pay full price or I'm going to have to wait for another $5 Friday when maybe they might clear them out again. Is it just me? Or like, how ridiculous is this? Like, some of us have paid crazy amounts of money on the secondary market for things that we didn't think we'd ever see in the store. I've been told by a few friends to be patient, and I've slowly been learning that I don't just rush out and freak out right away if I miss something on the shelves, because eventually it makes it back. Or there might be somebody who's willing to sell to you for what they paid, maybe a couple of bucks more just to cover their time and their gas. Like, I don't mind paying a couple extra bucks for that, but to take something that you paid $5 for and mark it up to $20, $30, $40, $75, I think is just absolutely ridiculous. So my son and I went to a toy show last Sunday, right after, 2 days after the $5 Friday Star Wars The Black Series figures came out. And what did we see at the toy show? Almost every vendor who had the Black Series to sell were selling these for $20 a figure, except for one guy. And he was selling them for $8 a figure, or 3 for $20. And I gave that guy business. He wasn't asking very much of a markup. Obviously, you could tell from the selection that he had that he cleaned out a few EB games for the ones that he had for sale. But I don't know. I just think it's getting ridiculous. And now, over the past few years, that the geekdom has become kind of front and center, and it's not kind of behind closed doors, and it's socially acceptable now, and what have you. That why should we have to pay the price for being a geek, for being a collector? And like, we pay enough for a lot of our collectibles as it is. Do we really need these people to keep jacking the prices as high as they are to the odd person that may panic and freak out and go, oh, I have to have that, so I'm going to pay that price. And then I'm going to kick myself when I find out that they only paid $5 for it. A good example was we have Dollarama up here, and they actually stocked, what game was it now? I don't remember, but Titanfall 2 for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And it was brand new for $4. I bought a copy of it for my PlayStation, and again, an hour later on the secondary markets, people were selling them for $25, $30, $35. So I took a picture of mine, took a picture with the receipt, posted it up there as information, and the hate that came down on me for ruining potential sales to let people know that just go take a 5-minute drive, because odds are you probably live near a Dollarama, and save yourself the $20 or the $25 from these people who are paying $4 for them. So again, just my opinion. I think a lot of people probably share the same views, but I'm kind of curious. Have you had any experiences like that? You know, if you have, throw me a comment. I think I'm going to probably cut this off now. There are some accompanying pictures of screenshots of ads that I've taken, so hopefully you enjoy the video. I apologize for how kind of crappy it's probably going to come out, as I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing. But anyways, hopefully you liked it, and if you can give me maybe a thumbs up, a like, a share, you know, subscribe, throw a comment down for sure anyways. So I'd really like to see your views, and I'll definitely comment back. So anyways, we're bracing for a bad winter storm this weekend up here in southern Ontario, so gonna go get some supplies and get bunkered or hunkered or whatever. We're gonna try to stay warm and safe for the weekend. So have a great weekend, everybody, and have a good day. PS, I guess. Now, with the $5 Fridays at EB Games, it is just for Fridays. So it is kind of a bit of a rant just for a one-day purchase price of a great deal for $5. And if that stock doesn't sell for the $5, it goes right back to the regular price first thing as soon as they open Saturday morning. So it's kind of a, if you missed it, you missed it type of a thing. But still, does that still warrant the huge markups for people to flip this stuff just because they are hitting the stores every single Friday, that they get the emails, they pay attention to the emails, and they just know when to go? Maybe they have somebody that works there that'll put stuff aside for them type of thing. But anyways, that was just a bit of a PS that it's not an everyday thing, right? It's just, it's one day a week, and if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. But is buying a Monopoly game for $75 worth it that you missed out on that one day deal for $5? Is it worth somebody charging you $75 because you didn't know about the deal? So that's just, I wanted to add one last little blurb in anyway. So again, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all the same YouTube stuff, and we'll see you later.